Aww. Birdie. Oh no, what's happened to your sweetheart? Duke, we just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her. She smells terrible. Nothing like an animal at all, just like that deer. I can barely even smell the woods anymore. It's all that uncanny plastic stench. Jesus H. Christ. There's something really wrong with all the animals we've seen tonight. What a horrid thing to witness. It's like they've all gone mad. If this happens to me, I wouldn't want to live like that. No goddamn shit. It's like some kind of plague. Better not be contagious. Duke, we saw the thing that got hold of her. Got it on camera too. I don't know what it is yet. A gnome or something? You know there ain't no such thing. It's not of this world, that's for sure. What a disgusting thing it was. Unappetizing in every sense of the word. Examine the chicken. You stoop down to look at the chicken. Don't let Gretchen get too close. She'll try to take a bite if you don't stop her. I would never! Something about this bird doesn't smell right. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She squirms against her harness. Examine the head. Its poor little chicken eyes look up at you, glazed over, but still rolling around in their sockets with unfortunate life. Oh. Can't hide from me. I can see you. I can smell you. Sick, sick creature. Examine the wing. The wing is barely still attached, but that seems to be the least of this chicken's concerns. The old becomes the new. I've never flown, but now I soar. Whatever got a hold of her busted her wing up too, little bastard. Yeah, what a bastard. Examine the growth. Good God. At first you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. She could still get better. Maybe she just needs that thing to pop and she'll be right as rain in a couple days. Ugh. Happened to me once, and there's not so much as a scar these days. I don't know. It kind of looks like there's something in there. It smells like it should be buried somewhere deep. My senses scream out that this is an abomination. Oh, Stella, please don't get too close. Can you hear the birth that dwells within me? Can you hear the way it roars and thunders? Kenai, looking more closely at the growth, you think you can see something squirming inside. Okay. Having investigated to your heart's content, you step back and give the bird space. Do you think she's become an egg? What the hell does that mean? Like, one of those things is gonna pop out of her? What a horrid thought. No, I refuse to entertain that notion. She ain't some kind of incubator. She just needs that thing drained. Maybe some antibiotics, that's all. This is just like that deer. Deer? What deer? We ran into one earlier. It had growths just like Birdie. As you, Duke, and Stella take stock of the situation, a sound begins to wrap around you. Gently at first, barely a whisper. But then a guttural moan. Then another, and another, until suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. There's something out there, all around us. I can smell it. There's so many of them. Oh, this is Gretchen talking, actually. Do you guys hear that? Yes, I hear that. She starts filming again. Come on, Birdie, let's get you home. As Duke scoops up the injured Birdie, the voices in the trees intensify. It's like you're all suddenly surrounded, the strange sounds coming closer, growing bolder. What in the hell is that? The garden has come to mend and nurture. Let me blossom and sprout. Let me become... You feel a tightening in the leash pulling at you from behind. Don't you step another foot closer or I'll shoot. Don't think I won't. What is that? The man hesitates and the thing steps forward, fixing what seems to be its eyes on Birdie, tucked under Duke's arm. Stella? Stella, there's another one! The leash is drawn fully taut, and then there is a sudden looseness. Oh, she's got out of the harness. Oh, crap. You and Stella turn just in time to see another of the creatures slithering out from the bush. Oh my god! What's going on over there? As Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once. Patter of unnatural feet, and then chaos. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence, as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. Shit, shit. Get your grubby little hands off my bird! Help Duke get the thing away from Gretchen. Oh my god. I'm gonna help Gretchen. I'm sorry, Duke. You dive for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hands. Oh, Comet, my hero! You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. But then there is the deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly it is gone. Okay? Duke? Blood! Blood! My heavens, I smell blood! Oh, crap. Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god, what do we do? Okay. First things first, I grab Gretchen. There. Step 1 is done. Gretchen is safe. Great. Okay, step 2? What's step 2? Damn it, Stella, why didn't you do something? You just stood here filming. What's wrong with you? I don't know, maybe I should call her out, you know? Because, like, I was able to save the dog. She could have been on top of Duke. But then, I don't know. Maybe I made the wrong choice. Maybe if I had saved Duke, then she could have saved Gretchen. I don't know. I kind of do want to lash out at her. Damn it, Stella, why didn't you do something? You just stood there filming. What's wrong with you? I panicked! I'm sorry! It all happened so fast. But I can fix this. I can do the right thing. I'll go after them and make sure I have irrefutable evidence of what we just saw. People need to know these things are out there. We owe it to Duke, right? Stella, you froze. If you go after those things and pull that again... Okay, let's go. Yeah, I feel like I was being, like, maybe a little harsh, but kind of just firm and reasonable. You know, maybe she wouldn't have... Like, she might have gotten it in her head, like, yeah, I'll keep, like, chasing after these things, right? As you and Stella quickly make your way back through the woods, the unearthly whispers of creatures unknown once again surround you. There is a lot of them. Keep moving. You say nothing, continuing forward with a grim determination. We're almost there. You and Stella reach the main road, and the whispers fade back into the sounds of nature. It sounds like they've stopped following us. I certainly can't smell that stench anymore. I should get reception now that we're back on the main road. Let me find my phone so I can call the sheriff. You feel a buzz in your pocket. Uh-oh. 6 missed calls from Tabitha. There's one that says, "Where the hell did you go? Where are you?" I feel kind of bad. And 13 text messages. Whoa. Call her. You try and call Tabitha back, but it goes straight to voicemail. Text her that you're okay. You text Tabitha back and let her know you're okay. Your message sits unread. Oh. I got a bad feeling about this now. Whoa, I think I'm in trouble. Tabitha seems worried, I'll say that. It's pretty late, isn't it? Stella pulls out her phone and dials. Hello, Earl? It's Stella Richmond. I'm up the mountain on the Ezgina Trail. Duke is dead, Earl. Shotgun. It happened right in front of us. There's something in the woods. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think we're okay, but hurry. Jesus, Earl. Who's gonna tell Bo? I guess now we wait. I'm worried about our cousin, you know? What if she was calling us because she was being attacked at home? It takes a little while, but eventually a patrol car arrives at the scene. I mean, like, maybe not. She probably wouldn't. I don't know. Out of it walk two officers, Sheriff Hugby, a friendly older man, and Deputy Franklin, a serious man wearing sunglasses, despite it being the middle of the night. See, right there. A thing jumps out of the woods, then a shotgun goes off. What in Sam Hill? What is that? Some kind of Pillsbury doughboy? Could have been a naked maniac. No, there was more than one. They chased us through the woods. Whatever they are, they aren't human. And they killed Duke. Uh-huh. Now, we're gonna have to confiscate this camera, Miss Richin. If you don't mind, this is evidence. But okay. I got a bad feeling about this. Like, because we haven't seen the footage, so I don't know if the footage really captured those creatures at all. And, like, what if they think... I don't know. Let me just turn it off to save the battery. You notice Stella popped something out of the camera and slide it up her sleeve. Ooh, tricksy. Here you go, Deputy Franklin. We appreciate your compliance with the law. We'll get a team out in the morning to retrieve the body, but for now, Sheriff Hugby and I... Please, call me Earl. Earl and I will escort you and... Who are you, exactly? That's Comet. She came into town today for the funeral. Oh, right. Sure. We'll escort you both back to town. There's a naked maniac on the roost. It's best you don't walk back into your own. See, I worry that they're gonna think that we did it, that we killed Duke. Just, you know... I do wonder what happens if you save Duke now instead of Gretchen, because, maybe he would be here to vouch for us, but then maybe Stella would be really upset with us, right? I don't know. This game, I think there is a demo for Chapter 1, so, you know, before you've even paid for it, you can play Chapter 1 over and over and see all the different outcomes, you know? I just bought the game because I had a feeling it would capture me as it has. It wasn't a... Never mind. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in the woods. Oh my god, what if they don't find the dead body, right? Because they leave it, and what if those weird creatures take it? Those things out there could attack someone else. Well, it ain't exactly like old Duke is going anywhere at this point. He'll still be out there in the morning. We only have a skeleton crew at the moment. Monday nights are Deputy Derrickson's bowling nights. We'll be on alert for any more reports of naked maniacs, but retrieving Duke will just have to wait. Now, if you'll kindly step into the vehicle, we can return you safely to your home. Do we have to ride back with you? We can just walk. Those creatures left. We'll be fine. I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist, for your own safety. Stella sighs. Okay, thank you. You can ride up front with me, little lady. That is, if your mama permits. But what about Stella? She hates being in those wheeled contraptions. Really? That's interesting. She hates being in those weird contraptions, the dog says. Maybe Stella doesn't like cars, you know? Right? Like, maybe she was in some kind of accident in the past. Sure, you can hold Gretchen on the way back to town. Or maybe she doesn't like being in the back of the cop car, specifically. The cops usher you and Stella into the back of their squad car. You are just the cutest little thing, Miss Gretchen. Yes, you are. Sheriff Hugby, not Hugsby. Hugby pats Gretchen on the head affectionately, but she remains wholly focused on Stella, a worried look stretched across her little pug face as Hugby scratches behind her ears. Keen eye. Stella is quiet and stiff next to you, back rigid as she stares out the window, jaw clenched. Oh, my poor Stella. Neither one of us much likes these awful meadow beasts. If only I was able to comfort her. Confound this old man who reeks of coffee for keeping us apart. Hey, Stella, you good? She doesn't respond. Place a comforting hand on her shoulder. You reach out and rest your palm gently on her shoulder. She jumps slightly at your touch, but you can feel some of her tension ease and hear her let out a self-soothing sigh. Let's just remain silent. We'll get through this. You sit quietly, watching the trees pass by in the light of the headlights. Every now and then you think you see a pale, anguished face staring out at you, before it slips back into the darkness. Soon, the rumble of gravel beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement, and the car comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. You two stay out of trouble! We'll have this all sorted out in the morning. Just get a good night's sleep. And you, whatever your name was. Comment. Sure. You're in town for the funeral? Good. Don't you go leaving before then? I imagine we'll need to ask you a few questions about everything you've seen tonight. Stella, keep an eye on her for us. Make sure she doesn't get into any more trouble. Y'all have a good night now. But yeah, I got a bad feeling about this, They're gonna blame us for Duke's death. Bye-bye, Gretchy. And y'all have a lovely evening. If any bugaboos give you trouble, you know how to get in touch. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Holy shit. I hope you don't mind me asking, but why on earth did you want to walk home? I just don't like cars, is all. They're rolling death machines, if you ask me. Sorry if I weirded you out. God, what a night. They seemed a little blasé about everything. They seemed a little blasé about a man's death. I can't believe they're waiting until morning to even start looking for him. Who knows what those things are doing to his body right now? I believe they are well-intentioned, if in over their heads. And what's worse is that I think they implied that you're a suspect, even after we showed them all that footage. The truth will get out. Even if they don't believe that footage, those things are out there in the woods, and something's telling me they're not going away. Yeah, no kidding. But it's okay. I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. Aw. Nor will I. Though I have little understanding of police work. I was there. I filmed the whole thing. At the very least, it'll never hold up in court. And it won't get to that point either, because we're going to do a little investigating of our own. We've got to find out more about those things. If we can get clearer footage, or better yet, trap one of them, there's no way they can blame you for what happened. The library doesn't open for a while, but I've read every book on cryptids they had and never came across anything like this. There is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over now before it gets any later. I should check in on Tabitha. I should probably check in on Tabitha. My friend's place is on the way back, and stopping by shouldn't take long. You sure you don't want to stop in first? I know I wouldn't want to head up that mountain road by myself after everything that's happened tonight. Oh, fine. Let's do this. Awesome, let's go. I'm just a little worried about Tabitha. I'm glad you're sticking it out with us. It's always so nice to have an extra companion.